Yeah, here we have what's commonly termed a combination square, used by all sorts of different types of trades. With a combination square, not only do we have the rule length on the blade, marked off in millimetres along the blade itself, we also have a small vial with a small bubble in it, although not commonly used for plumbing things up. Has that option there. With this particular one, locked off at that point there, turning the brass knob clockwise, locks it off. This gives us 90 degrees there in this part of the square. Also gives us 45 degrees in this part of the square. So we can mark either 45 degrees across, 90 degrees across. This particular model as well has this nifty little marker in here, which becomes useful for marking things like metal, where the pencil may not be quite as good to draw on. Square up against the side, mark across, and possibly you can see that in the light. If you're actually marking on metal, the other alternative possibly is to use a soft builder's pencil. By soft, I'm referring to the lead. Leads come in different grades, so depending on the colour of the pencil, a very hard lead is good for marking on concrete or hard surfaces because it wears down a lot slower. Soft lead for marking on timber. We just turn that over that way. A hard-leaded pencil wouldn't look so clear on there. It would be a lot harder to see. But if we use that on concrete, it's going to wear that down in a couple of strokes, and we're going to be forever sharpening our pencil. Tucks back into its little holder there, and it's got a thread on it which tightens it in. Maintenance-wise for these things, again, if it's got a stainless, good quality piece of equipment with a cast body and a stainless blade, it's not going to rust. But doesn't hurt just to have a little bit of silicone spray or whatever put over that occasionally, just to make the operation a lot easier. And try not, if you can, try not to use the blade too much as a rule. The rule does the job of that. When these things pull out, they can be a little bit fiddly getting back in. So anyway, combination square.